Let's talk about the new reality of getting a job. We're diving into the super high stakes world of modern hiring, where, believe it or not, your entire future can pivot on a single minute.
Yep, 60 seconds. That is all you get. 60 seconds to prove you're the one. No pressure at all, right? So think of this as a challenge because that's exactly what it is. It's not just about can you do the job anymore. The real question is, can you communicate your value, like right now? Okay, to really nail this, we're going to run a little thought experiment. Imagine your interviewer isn't a person at all. Instead, it's a super efficient AI. This is a great way to think about how hiring is changing. It's getting faster, way more data-driven, and honestly, kind of ruthless.
Now, this AI, it isn't looking to be your buddy. It's an investor, and it's scanning you for signals. It's got the sharp, analytical mind of a venture capitalist mixed with the fast-paced energy of a game show host. It doesn't care about feelings, it's just looking for hard data that proves you are a solid investment.
And after those 60 seconds, this is the only question that truly matters. This is the bottom line. So your goal isn't just to get the answers right, it's to earn immediate trust. Ready to learn the cheat codes? Let's get into it. First things first, the AI is programmed to find one thing above all else: clarity. It has to know with zero fuzziness what specific problem you are there to solve. If you're vague here, you're already out of the game. This right here is the AI's core logic test. It cuts through every bit of fluff and jargon. If you can answer this question, you're showing you get the business on the most basic level, where the cash comes from and what value makes someone willing to part with it. And listen, you absolutely cannot fake this. To answer with the kind of sharpness this AI or any smart interviewer demands, you have to do your homework. Dig into their mission, their financials, their place in the market. A simple SWOT analysis? That's your secret weapon. All right, next up, execution. To an investor-minded AI, a huge vision with zero plan for day one is a massive red flag. You know, ideas are cheap. What it really wants to know is, what are you going to do? Like, what's your game plan for your first 7 days on the job? The best, most effective way to lay this all out is using the STAR method. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful way to communicate that you know how to get things done. Let's break it down real quick. You kick things off with the situation. Just get right to it. Define the immediate problem you're going to tackle. This shows you've already been thinking strategically about the role. Then comes the task. What's your specific goal here? This is where you define your responsibility within that situation. It shows you know exactly what part of the problem you're going to own. And here's the most important part: action. What are the specific, tangible steps you are going to take? The AI is listening for action words. I will build. I will coordinate. I will launch. This is where you prove you have that execution mindset. And finally, you gotta stick the landing with the result. Close the loop by putting a number on the expected outcome. Numbers just cut through all the noise. A 20% increase, a 10% cost reduction. That's the language of value the AI is built to understand. So you've got this crystal clear plan. Awesome. But can you sell it? The AI's third big test is your communication. I mean, think about it. If you can't sell your value in just 60 seconds, how are you ever going to sell it to a client or a team? This slide shows something that's on a razor's edge: the difference between confidence and arrogance. And you better believe the AI can spot it in a nanosecond. Confidence signals competence. It builds trust. Arrogance? That just screams risk. Your body language, your posture, your eye contact, it's all part of the pit. Even what you're wearing is a data point. Look, dressing for success isn't about dropping tons of cash on designer labels. It's about signaling that you're a professional. A well-fitted, clean, conservative outfit just communicates that you get it. You understand the game. Okay, the fourth crucial signal that AI is looking for is awareness. It needs to see that you get the big picture, the entire market, and you know exactly where you sought into it. And this is the power question. The AI uses this to really test your strategic thinking. It's actually two questions in one, right? First, why are you the absolute best person for this role? And second, why is this moment the perfect time for them to bring on someone with your skills? So how do you answer a question like that? Well, you turn that same sharp analysis back on yourself. Doing a personal SWOT helps you build a solid, data-driven story about why your personal strengths are perfectly aligned to jump on the market opportunities that exist right now. And that brings us to the last and maybe the most advanced signal the AI is hunting for: adaptability. Look, the best hires don't just follow a plan perfectly. They learn, they mess up, they pivot, and they come back stronger.
You know, saying this one sentence can be 100 times more powerful than just listing off your successes. Why? Because it proves you have a growth mindset. It tells the AI you're not fragile, you're resilient, you're self-aware, and you see failure for what it is. Not an end, but just another data point you can use to get better.
And there's a real strategy to this. Don't just bring up a failure. You have to frame it. Acknowledge what happened, pull out the lesson you learned, show how you grew from it, and, this is the key, connect it all back to why you're a stronger, better investment today.
So, the AI has all the data. It's analyzed your clarity, your execution plan, your communication, your awareness, and your adaptability. Your 60 seconds are up. The final algorithm is running.
And there it is. That's the result. When you master these 5 areas, you stop being just another person answering questions. You become undeniable proof that you are a smart investment of both time and money. You passed the test. But remember, that clock is always ticking. And these principles we just covered, they aren't just for job interviews. They're for any high-stakes moment where you need to prove your value fast. So, your 60 seconds start now. What's your pitch?